Hello, Brother Sewing and Crafting family. Angela Wolf here, Brother Brand Ambassador. And again, another fun show for you. I'm super excited to see you. So, first question, did you watch the last live show? Because that couching tutorial was amazing. If you've ever wanted to learn how to couch on any of your Brother machines for sewing or embroidery, you want to go back and catch Tuesday's show because Kathy did a great job. All I could think of was those letters with the dark color underneath the couched letters. They're so expensive to buy. So if you want to see how to do that, go back and catch that episode. So on to today, what's on your sewing table? Where are you sewing from? Because Laura Pifer's here and she's got, of course, the cutest project ever. In fact, I'm hoping I can make a jacket like this. Oh, I gave it away. All right. Laura, pop in and say hi. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Great to see you. And yes, everyone, we are live. So leave your comments below. Be sure to like us, subscribe. Brother loves to see that. And also, you'll never miss a reminder when a live show comes. Laura, the theme is cozy autumn. And all I could think of was Laura's going to come up with something so cool that everyone here in my sewing studio for class is going to be watching over my shoulder, wanting to make the same thing.
Oh, well, I definitely was like, brainstorming and I was, pillows and blankets and all that, but I was like, we do all that. So I wanted to do something that was a little bit different, but I still went with a blanket theme, kind of a throw, but I turned it into a jacket and it's actually really easy. Anyone can do it. You just got to get a pattern and a blanket with the edging on it that's already here. I'm going to show y'all. This is what we're going to turn a blanket into. Okay.
Oh, look at that.
You guys, it took me like 30 minutes.
The most restylish refashioning project I've seen in ages. So a blanket, a cool pattern. We can talk about the patterns here shortly, but you said it took you an hour?
It took me so quick because so I got a throw, right? You could get a throw anywhere. And I think it was about maybe, I don't remember the measurements, but just any basic throw. And I can also share that photo, Angela, that I sent you of how I laid it out on the blanket. But the main thing that makes it quick is the blanket finish at the end. If you can see here, I'll roll it up. It's got this already pre-finished edging, right? With this cool blanket stitch. Is that what it's called?
That's so cute.
Yeah. And it's even the back. And I use that for every single edge. This one isn't sewn on because I was going to show you this step, but this is one of those toggles, you hand sew on. You could do buttons if you want, but I didn't really want to. But yeah, I even added a collar, if you can see. There's a nice collar up here. But yeah, it's actually pretty easy. I really wanted a plaid because I love plaid. But I couldn't find a plaid fleece with the blanket with the edging. But you can use fleece too, like just a basic fleece fabric, and then you can do the edging yourself. Also on my SE 700, they do have this stitch, but it's smaller and a little bit more compressed. I kind of liked the yarn, you know what I mean, threading edge, but I did do it on the collar. I did do the machine stitch on the collar, and I'll show you guys that up close so you can see it actually works. You would never even know that it was the machine. But you know me, I'm lazy. I don't want to hand stitch.
I know, I love hand stitching. So I've got a crew over here. They're all like trying to watch this. This is going to be so cute because we're working on a basic button-down shirt. This would be a perfect way to grab a blanket and refashion it. I better be careful. Watch that quilt over there. Nobody touch that.
No quilt. Get a cheap throw blanket.
A cheap throw. All right, Laura, take it away. And everyone watching, leave your comments and questions below. I love this because actually I think I have a couple throws that are not brand new. They don't match my living room at all. They just they're comfy. This would be perfect for that project.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I got this for $5. I mean, it's not like we're looking for a cheap refashion, but you're more like, let's see how I can work this. And then if you want later on, you can use a more upscale fabric of your liking. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And also, if we're getting close to the holidays where everything goes on sale. And if you think about it, every store you walk through, not a Brother product, by the way, but when you walk through any store, what is always, there's a big bin of throws, and they're always Christmas themed or holiday themed or snowflakes. This would be so fun to do this with.
Yeah, you could even do like, the little parties, the Christmas, silly. You're right. Get a fun reindeer throw blanket. Make a jacket. So let's dive into it. It's actually really quick. There's no liner. The edges are all finished because I put the pattern edging on all the edges of the blanket stitch. So I didn't have to worry about that. We're going to start with, so here I'll go through everything. I got my arms. And I wanted to show you guys how I cut it, but it was honestly really hard to do that in my studio. So here's the front. So here's one, and then the other one's right here. And then the back is right here. And excuse me if I sound a little rough. I've got a cold. So here's the back. And then
perfect time. If you have a cold, it's a perfect time to have a nice cozy throw to wear over you.
I don't know. And it's like, it's not even, I thought, it might look flimsy without a liner, and it doesn't. It looks great. You just wear a nice little jacket. Oh, sorry. You wear a nice little or a white shirt underneath, and it'll be good. All right, so now we're gonna start sewing. I'm gonna move you up a little, Angela. So I'm gonna put it on mute really quick so it's not loud.
Okay, sounds good. She's just gonna move up. As soon as she gets up, she'll give me thumbs up. So do you have any questions? We are live. I can see you all rolling in on YouTube and Facebook. This is a super fun project. I know. Okay, here she is. So I'll wait till you're unmuted.
Are you good?
Bring her back. All right.
I don't use pins, and I know some people will be like, oh, I don't care. I'm not gonna, this is like, it doesn't move. So it's pretty easy to sew with. So I have my front piece right here, and I have two front pieces. So I'm going to take my back, and I'm going to just lay it so that the shoulder seams align. There's so many patterns you can use. Just look for a nice simple jacket. I can share more on my blog if y'all need, or you can email me if you need some ideas. So I'm going to sew the shoulder seam right here and the other one as well. I'm just using a normal stitch. I have mine at like 3, just so y'all know. I've been embroidering a lot, so I always hit that for back stitch. Let's see how fast we can make this. Just kidding. All right, so now I got that sewn there, and now I'll do the other side. And you can do either side. Like if you like the diamonds, for example, or I liked the diamond part, so I'm going to do that for the front. All right, so now I'll take the other side. So I'm just doing, again, the shoulder seams. I'm looking at I'm using the SE700.
Oh, you got that good. I was like, oh, Cindy wants to know. You beat me.
Sometimes I glance up and look at the comments. I call this like a Colorado jacket. I feel like you'd wear this in like Boulder or something. All right, so shoulders are done. Now you already got a vest. So we're done. You got a vest. Just kidding. All right, so now I'm going to do the arms. So I like to do, Angela, do you sew the side seams first, or do you do the arms, the sleeves in first?
It depends if it's a fitted shirt or not, but something like that, I would probably do the arm side first and then just do one big long seam because it's so fast and easy.
Okay, good. That's what I'm going to do. I just took the center and I'll just align it to the center of, and what's nice about this fleece material is you don't have to serge. It's not going to unravel. You don't have to serge it or anything like that. You can trim it and make it look nice if you want. So I'm going to start at the shoulder seam. I'm just sewing the sleeves in now. I do it kind of different. I like to start in the center and then do one side down and then the other side. When you're sewing for yourself, I'm not as nitpicky. What about you, Angela?
It depends. Usually I just want to get it done. Shirley's like, now what are you going to do with 2 jackets the same? I can tell you she won't have to wash it quite as often. She can wear it every other day.
I'll send this to anybody that wants it. Give me your address. Trust me, I have so many sewing projects. I'm at that point where I'm like, who wants it? Who wants it? I save them in my gift drawer, right? That's kind of why I wanted to do a different fabric, but I was like, yeah, at least then I can use this last one for a step out.
Well, and depending on the size of the blanket, you probably could make a couple jackets out of some of those, or make, you know, I'm thinking of my nieces, make them 2 jackets and 2 for their little dolls. That'd be perfect.
Oh, of course. All right, so now see how we have the sleeve in right here? That was one side. Now I'm going to do the other really quick. See how quick that is? The only part that was maybe tedious was the collar to me. But again, you don't need to finish any edges, you know? Yeah, I've been using this SE700 a lot. Do you have any Halloween projects you're sewing, like costumes or anything? I know you got all the nieces and they probably love that.
I know, but you know, they don't live very close. So no, I don't. You know what, I'm working on table decor for the Thanksgiving fall holiday. Oh, and pretty. That's my favorite.
Yeah, I love that.
You know what we're playing with, Laura, here in the studio? We've been playing with all the extra brother products. So we've been playing with the multi-needle, embroidering everything because it embroiders so fast. But we've been playing with the sublimation. So the girls have been making really cool mugs. And then we're talking about taking a fabric that's a polyester, scrunching it up. You'll love this. You'll probably have it done before we get it done. But taking polyester fabric, scrunching it up, pressing it so there's wrinkles, and then sublimating on top of it. So when it opens up, there's a print, and then it goes back to the white fabric.
Oh, that is rad. I need to be there with you. I want to do the 3 needle. That sounds so cool.
The 10 needle?
Or yeah, the 10 needle. Because I love embroidery so much, like especially as I've gotten older. And I'm like, you know, I love my machines, but you want that quick, instant, like, you know what I mean?
Exactly. What are you doing for Halloween? Are you making anything for the kids?
Well, my older 2 are now 17 and 16, so they don't even really, they'll do candy, like hand it out and stuff like that. And my youngest is 9 now, and he used to love it when I made his costumes, but the older he gets, the more he's like, oh, I want to do this. And he wants to be like this, you know, the Scream. Have you seen Scream? It's like a scary movie. And of course he wants to be that. And I'm like, it's like a ghost costume with a mask. Just get it at the store. All right. So
look at that. You're almost done.
Yeah. And then we're going to do the side seams. So if y'all have any questions, or are you kind of seeing how we're coming together? All right. So now I'm just going to sew up the side seams. And like Angela said, it's just so easy. It's 1 stitch. I kind of start sometimes at the bottom though, because I really want that that to line up, but it's looking good. It's lining up.
I love that you're showing sewing without pins, because I know a lot of people, it's like some people use so many pins, and I would love to know in the comments, are you a pinner? Are you not a pinner? Are you a medium pinner? Because
I'm not a pinner. Are you?
I don't either. No, I'm not a pinner unless it's setting in the sleeve, and then I want to have a few marks for my sleeve.
Right.
But unless there's something if you hold that fabric just right, those brother machines sew them so smoothly and everything comes out great.
Agreed. And this fabric is so easy. I mean, if you just put it right on top of each other, it's going to stay. I feel like if I use anything, I might use clips. All right, so I'm finishing this sleeve.
I was muted. Sorry about that. This has to do with what we were talking about. She said, can you only sublimate on white fabric? I don't.
Yeah.
Your jacket's pink.
Oh, yeah. I have a jacket that's pink. Laura, while you're sewing, I'll go get it. You got to see this, but you keep going. You take it away.
Okay. I was going to say, I feel like you can sublimate on light materials, but dark, there's some specifics you got to do. I know there's like a topper you can use, or last time when we did the embroidery, you do the polyester embroidery and then you can sublimate on top of that. You'll want to do smaller things like logos and stuff like that. But all right, I'm going to finish this side, but you can do darker materials. There's just some ways to get around it, if that makes sense. I love clips too, and I pin specific things, but I don't know. They always poke me.
Shirley says, I do pin, but I love clips. So by the way, to answer your question about sublimation, check out these bags the girls made. This is all sublimated.
Oh,
it has pink on it.
I love that.
Yeah. And so this is on a canvas bag, but you got to see this one, Laura. The girls made, this is the same group's been here for quite a few years. Look at, they made me a sublimated jacket.
I love that.
All of our annual pictures.
Did they do the polyester thread and then sublimate on it, or they just sublimate directly on that?
I think, hey Sharon, did you sublimate directly on this? Because look at
not on the glitter part, but on the other one, yes.
Not on the glitter part, but everything else. And this is just a pink jacket, but I mean, this is the coolest thing ever. It's got every photo.
Cool. It looks so good and vibrant. Is that material polyester or no?
It's denim. It's
cotton.
It's cotton. Oh, she's the one that did this.
She wants to know,
did you sublimate?
Yes.
I love that.
I can hear her.
She said, did you sublimate directly on this, or did you have to put something
under
it? Oh, you put vinyl under it?
Okay, good to know. So
this is a glitter vinyl.
The gals, you need a vinyl or a polyester thread.
This is a glitter vinyl.
Okay. Yeah, that one's a glitter vinyl. So sublimating on, so hopefully that helps that. Everybody's saying hi to Sharon.
So vinyl, right? Vinyl.
Yep, on vinyl.
So do you press the vinyl down first and then you sublimate on top of the vinyl?
Yes.
Okay. Wow, that's cool. We need to do that with her.
I know. I told you, it's a creative class over here.
I want to be there.
Everyone's saying cute jacket. I agree.
Thank you.
It's so cute. Now my jacket's not looking so good. Just kidding.
Actually, everybody here is like, I think I'm going to go. Everybody wants to run down to the store to get a throw.
Yeah, run down, get a throw, and then throw this down on your list of things to do.
You know, I was thinking that beautiful stitch you have on that blanket there. You can do that on the serger.
Okay.
It's not quite as wide as the one you have there, but you could also, I'm thinking you could embroider that. Oh, there's so many great ideas. Decorative stitches.
Just trying to change up like your average finish, right?
Yeah.
And then I just kind of clip sometimes in this little area if you need to. All right, so the main jacket is basically sewn together. What if I flipped it out and it was like all like the wrong way? All right.
If it did, you could either blame it on the live show or that you're not feeling well.
That's true. Well, here's a cardigan, actually. You guys have a cardigan now. And like Angela said, if you wanted, you could just fold the top over if you don't want to do the collar. And then you could do the stitch on here. They do have this blanket stitch. it's not as wide, but it'll work if you wanted to just finish that and then do some nice little buttons if you wanted. But I'm going to do the collar. I also have pockets. We don't have to do all these little parts, but what I did was I just cut like a basic pocket with the blanket stitch on the top, and then I folded over the edge. So I just top stitch that directly onto the jacket. But for the collar, I'm going to find it's this right here. I did just do this, but on that one, it's all one side. But I did double it up. This is the only one where I doubled it. So you have a nice finish on that.
I like the way you did that with the two different, where you kind of played with the colors of the fabric. So you have that center back seam and they both look different in the front. That's very fun.
Right. That was an accident, but I'm glad you like it.
It was a fabulous accident, Laura.
I was like, I cut it wrong, but oh well. This is where I probably would use pins because you want it to fit, right? Or clips, for example. So I did find, like Angela said, find the center point of your back. Here's the back right here. And I do have that nice edge so I know where to place it. And then you could pin or clip and just make sure I'm going to fit and it looks pretty good. See? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew okay, let me pin this so y'all can see. I'm going to just sew one side and leave the other side. And you can hand stitch it. I would probably hand stitch it. Or what is the blind stitch? Sorry. Or you can just finish that however you want. But I just want to make sure this is going to fit. Okay. So I only did one side. So I'm only sewing one side. So this one is open. So when you flip it, do you know what I'm saying? Can you see that, Angela?
I can.
Okay. All right. So now I'm going to sew. And like Angela said, someone said, don't go over the needle.
Definitely. So drop your questions. We are live, everyone. So you have questions, comments, drop them below. We'll get to those questions here shortly.
Oh, it's going to fit perfect. Don't you love that? Woohoo! I kind of just free-handed that collar. All right. And then I'll do the other side. Oops. And yeah, if you had like a really nice wool throw that you use for this, you could line it. It could be a really pretty jacket, you know.
That would be, but I like this because it's so simple and easy, and because it's fleece, it's not going to fray, so you don't have to worry about it. It's a great beginner project, but doesn't look beginner.
Exactly. And you know me, that's my style. Like I just want a 1, 2, 3. Okay. Like I don't know what it is, but sometimes those quick projects are just the most like exciting, right? The long daunting one, sometimes you're like, it takes a couple days, and that's great too, but sometimes you just need a little quick fix. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
All right, so we got the collar on, but now what you'll do, and I'm not gonna go completely over this, I just fold this little top part, and then you can press it, and then you'll just kind of hide this seam, and just, it's about a 1/4 inch you'll fold over. And then you can pin that if you want to. I would suggest pinning at this point. And then just make sure it's all pinned. Let's see. Make sure the center seam, if you have one. My first one didn't have a center seam. Okay, so there we go. And I'm just pinning the rest of it over. And you can clip anything you need to clip. Okay. And it would help, honestly, if you just press it. Just be careful because this material is probably something you want to press on medium maybe and with something over it so it doesn't go on your iron. But there's the color. And then what I did is I hand stitched this part. You can do a blind stitch, or you can just do a nice little top stitch if you want to. It'll go through the back, but I don't think it matters. And then I also did my own little blanket stitch around the edge. I'm not going to show you on here, but they do have this stitch on my machine. So I went to, let's see, it was right here. And you can make it wide, and I would want to change the thread to something with a little bit more weight and that's thicker. And then you can make it as wide as you want. So I got it pretty large. You know what I mean? Did you see that, Angela?
We can kind of see it, but you're describing it so we can get it.
Okay, good. So you can see this stitch exactly is on the machine. It's just a smaller version. All right, and then what you would do is you can finish the collar. You can sew it right here, and then you can top stitch the collar. I'm going to take the other one down so you can see, so you don't have to go through all that. But basically, you're done after that, and then you add your pockets if you want. Like I said, I just put it right there and top stitched around. You see? And then you have this right here. Let me grab it. Okay. And so then I finished right here. That's the blanket.
Oh, yeah. That looks great.
It's fun, you know, like it's some of it was a little off at times, like maybe on the turns and stuff like that. But I don't know. I kind of liked it. You know, it kind of looked different and cool. And then you'll see I have the pocket sewn on. And then I added a little toggle finish. So you'll hand stitch it on, or you can sew it. I've sewn them before. There's the first one.
That's cute.
Yeah, and then I just had some tape to show y'all, and then you'll just hand stitch that on, and that's it. And you got a cute jacket.
So simple. I've got a couple comments rolling in here. Phyllis says, "Thank you so much for sharing."
You're welcome.
Did you make your own pattern for the jacket?
I did not. I did use a pattern that I love. It's very simple. It's actually a jacket that doesn't even have a liner, so I like that about it. I did make the collar though. I just hand did that, but you can find one with the collar too.
Yeah, and I love that because if you go through some of the patterns, maybe go through your stash, but if you're shopping for a pattern, look for something very simple with just a front seam, just a back seam, and sleeves. That way you don't have you could also do princess seams and everything, but if you want to do a beginner one, just make it really, really simple.
Yeah. You don't want, honestly, my grandma gave me a bunch of jackets, and she gave me a bunch of patterns that were like vintage, and
oh yeah,
try it on. I don't want to get poked from the pin.
Look at how good that looks.
Yeah, let's get this hair out of the way. So yeah, think of the other toggle right here. It's actually so cute.
Oh my goodness, that is adorable. Let me bring Laura up by herself so you guys can see this. Hold on tight. There you go.
Look. And it's like, I don't know, I feel like I'm ready for a trip to Aspen.
I like that.
And you got the collar. I like this. You guys, it doesn't look flimsy, right? Without a liner, you wouldn't even know.
It does not. And utilizing that blanket stitch that you're talking about right there looks so good on that.
Right? Imagine now you got to finish all the edges. And then I
Right.
don't know, then you need a liner because it changes things, right? When you have that, you know what I mean?
That just looks like you should be cozied up to the fireplace.
Yeah, isn't it? Like what was our theme? Cozy, home cozy. We did it.
You're right. You nailed it. Perfect. Knocked it out of the park. Oh, this Pamela says, hey, look, I wear a lot of hoodies and was thinking this would be cute as a hoodie too. Yes, it would.
Yeah, make this just straight up a hoodie right here.
Super fun. Everybody's saying so cute.
Oh,
I know. Great idea. Great idea to use those throws. In fact, those throws are sometimes, especially during the holidays, cheaper than it is even by fabric.
Actually, it is. I was gonna do that. I was just gonna buy some, a couple yards of fleece and then blanket stitch it myself. And I was like, this is so easy. Why am I gonna add 3 hours to my life too? You know what I mean? So yeah, it ended up being really cute. I think like you can make it a hoodie. You can add your own little touches to it if you want. You can do really anything with this. You could do buttons down the front if you want, or just leave it open. So I want to do a plaid one. I love plaid. I was looking for like a greenish plaid, with the blanket stitch, but you get what you get sometimes.
Oh, that I'll keep my eye out for it.
Yeah.
Shirley was laughing earlier. She said, LOL, I'll take the jacket.
Oh, I will send it to you. Just give me your address.
So cute. Oh, this was great. So what a fun project. So even if you're watching the replay, be sure to hit like. Feel free to ask your questions because we even answer after the live show. This is such a cute jacket and super fast. You literally made this with us on here and chatting about sublimation and everything in less than 20 minutes.
I know, think about it. All you do is add the pockets, and then finish the collar. That was it. And you can do all that with your sewing machine.
Great project. So if you have not followed Laura or myself or brother, we are all on Instagram. Wait. Trash to Couture. Yeah. I was thinking of Emily. No, that's Life So Savory. We got ambassadors all over the place.
That's okay. We all can use the support.
We can. I know it does match well with the sweater too. Oh yeah, you do. You match. Did you even know that?
No, this was unintentional.
Unintentional.
All right, everyone. Fire right now.
There you go. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I hope you have a fabulous. Let's see, it's the end of the week. I won't see you till Tuesday, Laura. I cannot wait to see what you refashion. Make something fabulous next time I see you. And until next time, everyone, happy sewing.
Yep. Thank you. Bye, everyone.